I just know that I want to be faster than the person next to me.
It's a grind, practices, but it's all worth it at the end.
If we encourage each other, our energy is going to stay high, we can get the ring.
We're faking as an athlete.
My hope is that we just play the best we can, show who Greenfield High School volleyball is. At the end of the day, we're all going to be a team and we all need to kick butt together. We all have to play together, otherwise things aren't going to go so well.
The moment they had spent an entire season preparing for had finally arrived. It was time for the Greenfield girls volleyball team to play their first regional game against South Milwaukee. And if they lost, their season would be over.
We just need to keep working hard just because the season ended. There's nothing to do, stop working. And I know a bunch of the seniors, they're gonna keep working as hard as they can because it's the last year.
I don't want it to end, not yet.
But with the stakes high and the tensions even higher, things started to get a bit more personal.
Oh, but I got into it with number 4 on South Milwaukee. After a play, Savannah got an ace and the ball trickled over the tape and so it landed in. And number 4, the big one, slams it into the floor and it goes off the floor into my face. I look over there, I said, whoever the threw this at me, you're a and you suck at the sport. I'm surprised I didn't get ejected from the game.
With things heating up on the court, the team's desire to beat South Milwaukee only kept growing.
We all came together as one that day, and everybody was excited, screaming, happy. That's when I was damn, this is also the end, but this is my family. This is who we are.
It was a crazy game. Everyone was in it every play. Everyone was loud, even the people on the bench, on the court. And we had a huge student section too.
I think we worked really well. Our energy was probably the best energy we've had in the entire season. And the fact that we had the whole student section there too, it just made everything better. It was very competitive, and I think that we really did show them that we're better than them. It was great.
Proud of all of their accomplishments throughout the season, the team is looking forward to dominating their next season.
I know that everyone does not think it's a sport, and they think it's super easy. I know that for sure.
Everybody thinks that we're just sitting here dancing, just moving our palms around and laughing and all that, but you do work out. You do have to work on your strength.
It's not just yelling and shouting out words. There's more to it, tumbling, flying.
If you're not focused, you can definitely get really injured. People can fall, get concussions, and a lot of people don't understand it because they don't see it, or they just see us at football games on the sidelines just cheering. That's what they think we do, and we do a lot more than that.
It's pretty dangerous because we're always lifting people and throwing them in the air. Then you have to catch them. If you don't catch them, then they're hurt. You can't be shy, that's for sure, because you have to perform in front of a lot of people and be able to smile and yell and not look scared.
There's a base, and there's a back spot, and there's a flyer. And then there's sometimes a front spot depending on like the difficulty of the skill.
I think I've grown quite a lot. I was not able to do anything when I first joined the cheer team other than a cartwheel, but they taught me to do quite a few things.
So I really hope we make it to nationals for at least one of our routines. If we make it, then we can go down to Florida and compete on it. That would be really fun and a good experience for like all the new people, and it's my senior year, so it'll be really fun.
But just like with all the other teams, this season could have gone better.
We didn't have many competitions this year because it got canceled because of COVID, I think.
We recently had someone quit, so we had to rearrange the whole routine. We've had actually multiple people quit, so we've had to rearrange the routine so much, and it's just been really hard on everybody.
Well, this year we only got to do our fight song, and it didn't show a lot. Like, we could have showed more skills, and I feel like nobody's seen what we can do.
We cheer for football and basketball. I prefer competitions. I'm not a big fan of the games.
Honestly, we don't like going to basketball games or football games because people think we distract them.
At the games, it's like there's our own people from our school sitting there, and they already laugh at us, I feel like, as it is. And then if someone messes up, they'll laugh even more, and then it'll just be a whole thing until we get it right.
Honestly, I think they get irritated by us. I just don't think they like the cheerleading.
I feel like we could be trying a lot harder towards what we want. Because I know a lot of people want to go to nationals, but they're not trying as hard as they should.
I think they also just don't have enough confidence in themselves because they're all very talented. They're in their head too much.
They need to actually look happy and want to be at practice other than complaining about being at practice. Otherwise, we're not going to get anything done.
A lot of girls don't exactly want to be there all the time. They're tired. And some of the practices can be really exhausting. I just want to motivate them so we can get better and make it to nationals.
Usually during practice, everyone will go off into like their own little groups, and no one will actually be there as like a team together.
The vibe was just off every practice. Nobody got along because of that, and there was always arguing between like, oh, she can't fly, she can't base. I think if we worked together as a team, we would have been better than how we were this year.
Despite all of these obstacles, the squad was able to power through and persevere throughout the long season in order to have a shot at qualifying for nationals. However, at the end, the team was left with some disappointing news.
We qualified for nationals, but we weren't allowed to go. We didn't think we were going to make it, and we ended up qualifying, and then Mr. Lauer said that they couldn't cover the costs, I guess.
We were mad because our coach, she kind of just threw it out there like, oh, we made it, but we just can't go. Disney is honestly what most people join for because it's big. It's competing against everybody from around the states.
Disney got more expensive because that's where we would be staying.
Honestly, if we did enough fundraising, I think we could have still went. But the thing is, we had Lauer say that we couldn't go, and I thought it was because of COVID, because that's what he mentioned. And he said that he just doesn't think it was right for us to go anyways because he didn't think we could win.
Even with having to get through a rough season, the team still has high hopes for next year.
Goal would definitely be to make it to Disney again and also state. Because I feel like we really did have the potential. If we really put in the effort and upped our skill level, I think we would have done better. We didn't make it that far because we just didn't see the potential in us. And I think there is potential in us.
After a successful senior night, which included beating Whitnell for a fourth time, not to flex, it was time for the girls' swim team to get ready for conference, sectionals, and possibly even state. But really, they're just doing all they can to enjoy their last few days of practice.
How do you feel now that the girls' season is coming to a close?
Relieved. There are a lot of challenges, but like I said, it was really fun. I think they have a lot more room for improvement.
Yeah, me and Anna are never focused.
Some days were a little bit more difficult than others.
Hey, how are we supposed to get better at turns if you're not paying attention? You weren't even helping us!
But for the most part, I really enjoyed it.
You said a lot of words and I couldn't retain any of it. But that was a lot of words and I can't take it over.
The whole year has just been fun.
At conference, it's a swimming tradition that whoever gets first place gets to push their coaches into the pool. What else could be enough motivation for the team?
Since you're our coach, then you have to go in the pool too. Don't you change clothes? No. Yes, you do. I said like,
Are you saying you don't believe we're gonna win?
I brought
Now I hope not.
Oh my god.
One screen. Get it, get it. What do you have to say, Anna? I'm so excited we won conference! Yeah!
We did win, and I'm very proud of us. We accomplished something at the end of the day.
Take the show, Maylin. Let's go get our coaches. How you guys feel? How you feel?
Feel dry. I'm gonna get thrown in the pool.
Cool. Yeah, what do you have to say? What do you have to say?
I forgot to even bring an extra outfit.
Did you forget these clothes because a lack of planning or a lack of faith?
It was not a lack of faith. It was just lack of planning. I had to go back in wet clothes on a cold day. It was fun.
After their success at conference, sectionals, then having 5 swimmers qualify for state, everything seemed to finally be going right for the team.
This year has been a little challenging for a number of different reasons.
I know you'll miss me.
Parts. Some of you I will miss.
Dale is Dale. I feel like just overall Dale had made me a better swimmer because as much as Dale can be Dale, I definitely think I've gotten better through the years. Dale, I guess there is a method to the madness.
He's a crazy guy for sure. He's very passionate about the sport. I think anybody who's swam for him or even seen him at a meet, you can tell that he's very passionate about what he does and he will do anything to help a swimmer improve as long as they are willing to put in the work.
This team actually had a lot more potential than what they developed.
Okay, my bad. Sorry,
But-
I'll try. Try my best.
I think they had some surprises. The conference relays was a good
Yeah,
game.
that was second.
That was a game we put everything together. Could it have been more productive? Yeah.
Definitely very sad because it's been 10 years with this sport. Part of me is like, oh, well, what if I swim in college? And then part of me is like, absolutely not, you hate it.
Sad that the season was ending, they showed up the next day ready to make the most of their final practices. However, the pool doors weren't open as usual.
I'm just sitting there and we're waiting for Dale, we're waiting. All of a sudden, the pies people started showing up and we're like, okay, where is Dale? And we realized Dale has COVID, he's not gonna be here. And we were like, no way. Rachel gets there and she's like, basically, me and Emilio will be your coaches through the end of the season. Update on Dale, he is now in hospital.
Is he doing okay?
No word, other than he is in the hospital.
With having to practice without Dale right before state, not to mention worrying about his health, the team had to do everything possible in order to pull themselves together and finish the season strong. With the determination to make Dale proud, the girls ended up giving an extraordinary performance. Gabrielle Lapine even placed 3rd in the 100-meter breaststroke. It was a great way to end the season, to say the least. However, their joys of victory were short-lived. After they left, the girls were met with devastating news.
You could tell with Rachel and Emilio that like the vibes were off for them, but we didn't know why. And then after the meet, they decided to tell us.
On November 14, 2021, Coach Dale had passed away at the age of 68.
I kind of just didn't believe it. I feel like I still don't believe that he's gone, you know? I think Dale should be remembered as the guy who put like his heart and soul into swim, and from when he first started until he passed, all he did was want to swim, coach swim, make people better swimmers. He should be remembered as the guy who like was so passionate about something that he did it literally until the day he died.
Coach Dale's passion and influence on the swimming world simply cannot be put into words. The happy memories that the team has made with him, as well as the countless teams he's coached before, will always be cherished. Thank you, Dale, for everything you have done for our swimmers and their families. You will be forever missed, but forever remembered.